Welcome back. This is Monetize Your Mind. I'm Pat Dewar. Bob Baer is the host, and our guest today is Mike Wolf. MikeWolfTV.com has some material just for you. Today, we're really getting into creating the lifestyle that you want. And when you're talking about monetize your mind, what a great example of someone who's been able to do that. Bob?
Mike, one of the things I really appreciate about you is your laid-back style, your amiable personality. You're not one of these hard-driven people.
Yeah,
I can't imagine having you say, "You're fired." You're a great person, and one of the things I like is that you like people.
I love people.
And so I can imagine when you're leading someone to a city, when you're taking a group, teaching them how to invest, that you're doing it in such a way that's going to be good for them.
Yeah, I'm always looking out for my client, and I'm putting myself in their shoes because there's just so many pitfalls when it comes to the investing. So many ways you can make mistakes, and I've made them at some point. I've got all the bruises and scrapes along the way. Because when I first started 20 some odd years ago, when I tell people I'm a real estate investor, people go, "Well, what do you do for a living?" They thought that was a hobby, and these days it's an acceptable profession, I guess you could say. And there's people that actually do it full time. That's all they do, and I'm fortunate and grateful to be one of them. But I really, look at all the things and pitfalls and different ways that they could screw up, and remember all the ways that I screwed up, and just show them, okay, don't do this, do this. And I like to guide them through this, but also show them the things that they could have done had they, the things that could have happened to them had they done it on their own. And for me, it's all about fun. To me, if I'm not enjoying something, I'm not going to do it. So I do these tours so that they're not just a learning experience, they're meant to be fun. And I want people to go home and say, we had a great weekend. We learned how to do this, which, something we can monetize, but we also had a great time, and it was just a fun experience. It felt like a vacation at the same time as we were learning. And so it's not meant to be a boot camp or, during the day we do a lot of real estate work, but at night we just, chill and have fun, and that's important.
I first met you, Mike, at a workshop, at a seminar for learning how to speak better.
Right.
And it seems like we keep seeing each other in different states, different parts of the country. And I've noticed you're very much into networking. You like talking with people, you like working with people, but when you're meeting people, when you're meeting someone, what type of person is the person that is a good fit for you, that would be your ideal client? What are you looking for?
Basically the main thing, more than anything, is mindset. It's about people that are abundance-minded, and I really like to work with people that are giving. And I don't really like the people that come to me and go, how can I get rich quick in real estate? That's not my group. There's a lot of other information, seminars and whatnot, where they try and sell people on that dream. That's not my thing. And it really bugs me to see all those, shows on TV like Flip This House, and where they make it really, look really simple. You just go buy this house, and 60 days later you make $1 million. That doesn't happen. So really what I like to do is help build a lifestyle for people. And so not everybody wants my lifestyle. I want to help them build their lifestyle. And really, when you create that passive income, what happens, you basically create that lifestyle for yourself. And if you're giving, you can be more giving. If you're a good person, you can be more of a good person. It just allows you to be more of what you really are. And so I like to help people create that. And although TV makes it look like flipping homes is the way to go, when you're flipping homes, you're really creating a job for yourself. And it's not saying never flip a home, but really you buy the house, you flip it, you get a paycheck, great, but now you're looking for your next paycheck. But when you buy properties that make sense and you're buying strategically to hold for the long term, these are the things that are going to really create that lifestyle for you. And so the stuff that makes sense right now, here we are, pretty close to the bottom of the market. It's already starting to come back, but it's a lot closer to the bottom than it used to be, that's for sure. And when you have the opportunity to buy properties at today's prices, if they make sense now, they're going to make even more sense in the future as inflation kicks in and rents go up. It's just going to be even more attractive. And of course, there's going to be appreciation. So there's a whole lot of great things that happen. But for people that aren't involved in real estate, they don't understand the real estate cycle. Real estate follows the same cycle over and over and over again. It becomes very predictable. And if you can see the signs and know where you are in the market, you can make money whether it's going up, whether it's going down, or whether it's just staying the same. But there's so many shows that want, and the media wants you to believe that, as things are going up, the hype builds, and people get really excited, and then you start to get these speculators in their market. They're not really investors. They're not very educated when it comes to real estate investing, and they just happen to get lucky because the market's going up. And then they think they found the secret to, I'm a real estate investor. I'm an expert at real estate. But really what happened is just like going to Vegas, putting all your money on red. Red could come up, could even come up twice in a row. doesn't make you a genius, it makes you lucky. So I like to teach people how to be strategic so they can make money no matter what the market is doing at any given time.
You've said several words I really like. You talked about lifestyle.
I talked about red. Go for red. That's good.
We've talked about making lifestyle part of your brand, because you enjoy the lifestyle you have and you want other people to have a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And I like the word abundance, because abundance includes more than just cash. It includes your whole life and your joy and your enjoyment of life. So I really am happy to be working with you as an author to help teach that to people.
Well, in fact, one of the things that, we talked about your website, go to MikeWolfTV.com, and when you think about the value of a book in about that much time, what do you see as the value of you getting your books out there?
Well, the main thing for me is just spreading the message. Like I said, I have come back from a very, very low point in my life. Luckily, it was in my distant past now. And, the most flattering thing for me is when I see people and I tell them about that story and they don't believe me. They say, "You were never like that. There's no way you were ever like that." They just don't see me as have ever been in that position. And so I know there's a lot of people right now that are where I was, and I know they could be where I am now if given the right, the right help.
That's great. Monetize Your Mind. We'll be right back.
You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Baer pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.